thing. That is what you do. Hey, Reese. How's my Reese girl? Hey, Robin. So that is one thing we can do to self-sabotage ourselves, okay? Or we can say, like, okay, I personally have a goal of working on my health for fitness reasons, for the autoimmune diseases that I have. So I am taking medicine to help me to feel better. I'm taking my transfer factor, and I can't wait to see her too. And I'm taking my Rio Vita, all of these to help me to feel better. But let's suppose that I stopped taking them and I started eating unhealthy, because part of having an autoimmune disease is eating correctly, and taking care of yourself, like having enough rest, having enough sleep. When you're tired, you need to rest, not overexerting your muscles and overexerting your body. Okay, that's big. Okay, so if I didn't do that, let's suppose that when I needed rest, I was like, no, I'm just going to keep pushing. The next thing I know, and I know for a fact because I have done this in the past, my body will collapse. And I mean straight up, I will be laying in the bed. I will not be able to roll over. I will have to be carried to the bathroom. These things do happen to me. Seriously, I cannot sit up, brush my own teeth, and do things like that because my body has been pushed beyond what it can handle. Okay, so part of self-sabotaging myself is to push myself when my body says, hey, you need to rest. You need to take it down. Then I have to rest and I have to take it down. Because I have learned from past experience, it is detrimental to my health to push. There are fun things that I used to do that I don't do anymore in large doses. I do them in smaller doses simply because it's better for my health to do it in a smaller dose, because I can still have the fun. I just can't do it like I used to be able to do it. Okay, so this is one of the things. Okay, so not just picking on weight loss or whatever, but just saying from personal experience, I know that I used to sabotage my own health. Like I would push myself too far. I wouldn't eat as healthy. So now I have had to back up, and that's what I've had to do. I've had to learn to back up and say, this is what I need to do. Hey, Sharon Adcock, how are you? So, okay, so you have to figure out what your self-sabotaging patterns are and work about stopping them. Because if you continue to sabotage yourself, you're never going to accomplish all this stuff. You're never going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, and this is the one that I like so much. Okay, this is identifying a healthy replacement behavior. Okay, so you have to develop a more resourceful and appropriate way to respond to your behaviors. Okay, so if you realize, like, it was really hard for me personally to say, hey, you know what? It's time for me to rest. I can let that load of laundry sit there, and you know what? It's not going to go anywhere. Shh, don't tell me. I'm not kidding. Like, literally, I could not go to bed until my whole house was clean and organized and put away. I have had to learn to, it's okay. It can sit there for an hour or two, or maybe the afternoon if I have to, or I may have to let one of my kids do it, or I may have to tell them it has to get done. Whatever has to be done doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be the one doing it, because I have learned not to sabotage myself. So I have had to replace it with a healthy behavior. And I am one of those driven, motivated people that, honest to goodness, sitting down, I don't think I ever slept late in my life. Like, for real. Just didn't happen. But I also didn't sit down either. Yes. Yeah. We should all be about helping out. That's right, Julie. Exactly. Everybody should help carry the load. But as a mom, I kind of expected that I was like going to be super mom and I was going to do it all. And you know what? It didn't last that long. It lasted pretty good up until 4 years ago. And then it just kind of went. And so, but yes, everybody should help out just for that reason. So yes, we have to learn to say, hey, I'm not super mom. I can share this load with you because it all doesn't have to be done my way, this way, whatever, okay? Because if you don't let someone else share the load or relax and do that, you're going to be hurting yourself. So you have to use replacement therapy, and what I mean is you have to replace your sabotaging behaviors with ones that are helping out, with ones that are gonna let everybody share the load, okay? All right, so that's number 3, identifying healthy replacement behaviors, because you've got to have healthy replacement behaviors. Like suppose you, instead of eating that cheeseburger, which let me just tell you, I love a good cheeseburger. But instead of eating a cheeseburger like 2 or 3 times a week, you eat a salad 2 or 3 times a week. Or you eat something healthier, okay? And then you can have a cheeseburger. So, and I'm not picking on cheeseburgers because I love it. I love cheeseburgers, so don't think I'm picking on cheeseburgers. But what I'm saying is replacing our unhealthy behaviors with healthier behaviors. And that goes with mentally as well as everything else. Okay, so that is number 3. Okay, number 4. This one's actually really cool too. Okay, you need to practice that new behavior until it is a habit. And that's hard to do because it takes anywhere from 60 to 90 days. And when you say it in days, it sounds like a lot, okay? And I'm just saying, okay, we say, oh my God, 90 days. It's only 3 months. Do you know how fast 3 months goes by? I do. It goes by very fast. Summer is like one day I'm here and the next day the leaves are dying and I'm like sad. So just saying, okay, it is only 3 months to establish a new behavior. Yes, months go by horribly quickly. I have to agree with you. They're just like, it's like I start the year and then the next thing I know it's over and we're starting a new one. And it always takes me forever to write the new year at the end of everything. But like, it only takes 3 months to establish a good habit. So if you take a bad habit that you have and like say anything, like me, for instance, let's take me. Okay, it took me a while to be able to walk past a load of laundry in my laundry basket and not freak out that there was a load of dirty clothes. And I'm not even kidding. Hey, Robert. So, or it took me a while, I don't even know how long it was, to say, because I was like fanatic. You get up in the morning, the first thing you do is make the beds and you do the laundry and you get the kids out the door and you set them down at the table and make them do their schoolwork, or, I had this routine. I had this set. It was like in stone. Very rarely did anything interrupt that. I was like, okay, if we have a doctor's appointment, we're going to do this and this and this. And then we're getting to the doctor's appointment. Then we're coming straight back and we're going to do this and this and this. Or we're going to take that day to go to get groceries, or, it was like set. Okay, well, this is what I had to learn to do. I had to be like, de-stress. Okay, so today you're going to do your schoolwork. Thankfully, I only have one son left in school. And I can say, you're going to do your schoolwork. If you need me, come and get me. I don't have to sit over him like I used to. And believe it or not, he's actually flourished in the fact that, okay, so sometimes I catch him goofing off, But he's actually done really good. I mean, considering the fact that I thought if I walked away for 5 seconds, the world was going to implode, or, you know, he was going to get in the car and drive away or something. And it didn't happen. But, like, seriously, I had my thoughts that, like, okay, you have to sit there, or you have to get that load of laundry done, or the whole house is going to burn down, or something crazy. And, you know, if the bed isn't made at exactly 7:04, the whole world's going to come crashing to an end. Okay, 7:04 passed, the bed wasn't made, and it didn't end, y'all. It was just amazing. And I'm not saying that we should be lazy. That's not what I'm saying at all. But for me, I needed to stop stressing as badly as I used to. It was huge to walk away and say, I can't do that. Like, I mean, for real, like, to tell people, I'm sorry, I can't help you today. I can't. I've got to rest. I'm not feeling good. The change in the weather is just killing me. Like, seriously. My bones and my muscles hurt really bad. So for me to tell that and to admit it to people is huge, because, like, I don't want anybody to ever feel sorry for me. That's not who I'm about. So if I open up and I say that, I'm not telling you because I want pity. I'm telling you because that's just the way it is. You can ask my mom. Like, I've been sick my entire life since I was 3, and I've had asthma. And I always went to, if everybody else could run track and field, I could run track and field faster than anybody else on the field, because I wanted to prove that I could. And it has been hard for me, hey Rosario, to step back and say, okay, I don't think I can do it. That has been huge. Because it's just wasn't the way I was designed, I reckon, or I guess, or whatever, however you want to say it. It just wasn't in me to do that. And I have learned to set up behaviors for my own preservation, for my own health, good behaviors to replace pushing myself. And it's okay to push yourself. But if you have several autoimmune diseases, then you do what you can, and that's what you should do. So these are tips and ways to help you if you have fear, if you have a fear that has caused self-sabotaging behaviors. That's 4 ways, and we can go through them one more time. We need to, number 1, you need to identify what self-sabotaging behavior you have, because you may not even realize you have one. And the way to do that is to go through your daily decisions and go through your daily habits, and not only write them down, but also write down the results of your habits. Sorry, I got dogs. And number 2, hush. Hush, y'all. Evaluate your reevaluate your self-sabotaging behavior. So go ahead and when you look at it, recreate whatever you did that you feel like sabotaged you. Write it out on paper so that you can figure out, yes, that did sabotage me. Then number 3, look up and identify a healthy replacement behavior. Because if you can replace that behavior, that will benefit you. You want to make sure you replace that behavior. Because if you don't, hey Steven, if you don't replace that behavior, you will go back to the same old habits that you had before. So you need to replace it with a healthy behavior. And then number 4, it takes, number 3, it takes 3 months. That's it, 3 months to make a new behavior a habit. So you need to practice that new behavior until it is a habit. until it is a healthy habit that you have put into place.